All right, hello everybody. You are watching GPU the show, and I am your host and producer, Matthew Gilliam. I'm here with Gianni Plaza, and he is a game developer. Gianni, I seen your game and the trailer, and it looks pretty amazing.
Thank
Can you
you.
tell us about the Capital Creative Showcase and
Sure
how
thing.
you got involved?
Sure thing. Well, it started a few months ago. I went to a Puerto Rico game jam where we created a game in about 72 hours. So I was there with a couple of my friends, which are part of my team. So we were creating a game. We became involved in the Puerto Rico Game Developers Association, and from there on out, we started exploring different branches, different programs, and we came across the Capital Creative Showcase, where many creative talents are showcased, and you can promote your work and you can showcase it. And we were really interested, and we applied. And now, well, thanks to you guys, we have the opportunity to be here showcasing today. So thank you very much.
We want to talk about your game that you developed. So could you tell us the name of this game
Sure thing.
and what it is about?
So, Mad Mind Battles. Mad Mind Battles is it's actually a game that I've been developing. I started developing as it started out as a high school project. So they told me, you need to do your high school research. What are you going to do it about? By that time, I was finishing my 11th grade. So I said, I want to do a video game. It's what I want to do. Even if it's just a science project, I should do it for what I love to do. So about what I love to do. So I went and decided to make a video game. I wanted to integrate education and fun in a way that it hasn't been done before. Because I know some games do want to give the students the education that they want to give the availability to do it through a game, but sometimes they're not fun enough, I'd say, or immersive enough. And I wanted to address that issue, to give students a game where they were immersed. It had a story, it had characters, it had everything, but you could also use it as a studying tool. Not only that, for the research, I did focus it by that time on not only how it could help students in general, but how it could help students with ADHD. So students, we went ahead and made a research about it. We actually participated in here in Puerto Rico's Metropolitan Science Fair and in Arizona in ISEF, because we went and tested it with students with ADHD. They
Wow.
took a they took a pre-test. They got about a 7.6 average score out of 20. So after they played the game for like an hour, they took a post test and they increased to a 12 average after the game. So we could see an increase by playing the game just one time. So if they play it more times or they make it their usual tool, maybe it could help them even more. Not only those students, but students in general. We want to approach everyone we can and help with that issue. Try and gamify the classroom is what we want to do with this.
That's fascinating, and that's brilliant, and it's just a testament to the power of gaming, and
Yeah.
just also highlighting that it's not just entertainment. So
Mm-hmm.
we're moving on into refinement of the self and education and
Mm-hmm.
stuff like that. So this is exciting. So
Thank you.
let's take a look here
Sure thing.
at this game. Here we go. This is the trailer for Mad Mind Battles.
There we go.
Wow, very, very cool.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Are you able to share with us a little bit of the game running? We
Sh-
looked at the
Sure,
trailer, but could we please take a look at the game?
sure thing. All right. So here it is, Map My Battles. Um, the first thing you pop up is the menu with the characters and all that. Uh, Basically, we wanted to make this game as appealing as possible, as fun as possible, for any type of player, be it a little kid to the range for the game. The audience we went with was from elementary school to high school. So this tool could be distributed to different schools, and maybe you can see it on your school as a tool soon enough. So you have a few things here. You have achievements you can unlock. You have the usual credits, some info. But let's go to play real quick. So Map My Mazes is divided in two ways. Map My Battles is divided into two ways of playing right now. You have default, which is what we offer at the beginning. We basically show you how the game works with this default materials. But what we're excited about is the fact that you can create your own materials. So be it, let's say you have a test for Friday, science test, and your teacher wants you to use this tool. So that teacher can come on to Map My Battles, and they can create their own material here. Let's say science, and they can add the questions, the answers, the wrong answers, and anything they want. They can add as many questions as they want, and share it online with their students, with friends, family. You can do this with any material that you want, that you have in mind. Create and share as you please. That's the goal with Map My Battles.
That's awesome.
Thank you. But to share you more about the game itself, let's play around real quick. Let's choose math. Hopefully I do good.
Okay, I do have a calculator here on hand, just in case.
Perfect. Perfect. So you can choose amongst default characters that we have, boy and girl. But as you play the game, you unlock even more characters and more characters with more victories that you have. And
Is
our
that
plan,
a robot I see and a ninja?
You'll have to unlock them to find out.
Understood.
But yeah, as you play the game, you will unlock these characters, play with them, and our plan is to, as the month progresses, we do update the game and we add even more characters, even more stages, more battles, and our final goal on January, we're actually starting a Kickstarter. Our final goal is to create Map My Mazes, which is a full iteration of the game where you have this, but you also have a story mode. You will also have multiplayer with your friends so that the game is even more immersive for you. And for the players that really love story in a game, that's going to be amazing there. So let's choose boy.
Okay.
If I choose boy, Bryn will pop out. He will give you random tool tips for you when you're entering the battles. In this case, a new day brings new learning. So here, you can choose your difficulty. I'm gonna go with hard. Let's put a little challenge there. It really will only affect the timer. So let's choose jungle in this case. So we'll present it with the enemies. We'll have to defeat them to discover which enemies are coming up next. I will explain this really soon. Just keep that in mind. This here down below. But the gig of the game is, if you played Kahoot before, do you know what Kahoot is?
Yes.
So basically, the gig of the game is that you will have, just like Kahoot, a question and different answers. But the thing here is that as you answer correctly, in this case 200, you will attack the enemy. But if you answer incorrectly, or if the time runs out, the enemy will attack you. So the point is for you to answer correctly so that you progress through the levels. And one of the goals with the game is that the player is promoted or encouraged to play the game as much as possible, and with this they will learn. It basically serves, as I said, as a studying tool. Instead of reading a textbook, you can just use Map My Battles and use it as a studying tool for that.
Wonderful.
Case, I go 10 times 10. I was almost gonna get it wrong. You can go ahead and keep playing. There we go, I got one wrong. So that's you basically progress through the game. So on until you get to the boss.
Awesome.
Now, the final thing, what I mentioned before was the cards that are down below, basically disabled. as you win the different battles, you will get knowledge crystals, which you can use in a shop. Where this character called Bono will actually sell you these different cards that you can use inside the mazes as power-ups. So let's say you're running out of lives, you can use power-up to heal up. You can use this one to double the damage, and so on with the other cards.
Fun
So
stuff.
that's basically what we have right now with Mad Mind Battles, and we plan to keep improving it with even more updates, more characters, and more enemies to come. And a story mode and versus mode.
Thank you for sharing that. So we're just a couple more questions here before
Sure.
we wrap this up. And the thing is, what's next for you?
Yes.
This game is awesome. It's growing and everything like that. But what's next for you? Are you planning a career in this, or are you doing focusing on education, or what's going on with you?
I do want to tackle more societal problems that come up with games. That would be a branch that I really want to discover and go through. Keep supporting Mad Mind Battles, as I said, with the Kickstarter coming up on January. Keep doing all that. But I also want to follow what I said before was my passion, storytelling, entertainment as well. So I will definitely explore both branches. I am planning to keep working and found my own company, video game company called Gianni Studio, and thereon keep on going and create my passion project. This is something that I worked on since the 8th grade. This project that I have hidden in a chest, so that when I do have the opportunity to have this big team, I can open that chest and create that passion project in the future, hopefully.
Wow. Well, that's exciting, and best wishes with that. I'm sure it's gonna happen for you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
How can folks get a hold of you, or where is your work available to be viewed, and contact information?
Sure thing. You can find my contact information and everything through my my website of Gianni Studio, and I'm gonna spell that because it might be confusing. You go www.Gianni, it's Juny Studio without the S at the end. Just JunyStudio.com. There you can find all my information, all about the game. Is free and accessible for everyone, so you can just download it there and start using it right now. You can also find me through Gianni Studio on Instagram, and there I can also be contacted. And through my email, JunyStudioMail@gmail.com.
All right, guys. Well, that being said, this is a fantastic project. Thank you so much for participating and sharing with us with us, and finishing this out. You guys are watching GPU, the show. We are Game Players United. That is across genders, races, ages, borders, etc. Back to you guys in the studio.
See ya.